My name is Rachel Mera. I'm 33, I live in Seattle, and 1 year ago, on the night of my birthday dinner, my sister Lisa destroyed my life in the most brutal, calculated way possible. She thought she was taking everything from me, my husband, my happiness, my future. What she didn't know was I had seen it coming, and I was already 3 steps ahead. Growing up, Lisa was always the favorite, the golden child, the one with the louder laugh, the bigger parties, and the last piece of cake. Me? I was the responsible one. My straight A's were expected. Her B minus got a trophy. I couldn't win, even when I did everything right. Lisa wanted whatever I had. My teddy bear went missing, turned up in her bed. My new clothes magically ended up in her closet. If I joined a club, Lisa joined it too. If I made a friend, she made them hers. Still, I tried to love her. She was my sister. College was my escape. I moved to California, far from the shadow of Lisa, and finally started living. That's where I met Alex. Alex was kind. He had the softest eyes and a nervous charm I couldn't resist. He spilled coffee on me our first meeting. I laughed, and he offered to buy me dinner to make up for it. Dinner turned into mornings, and mornings turned into forever. He proposed on a misty morning at Pike Place Market, a bouquet of tulips in one hand, the ring in the other. I said yes before he even finished asking. We built a life together in Seattle, bought a home, grew our careers. We weren't rushing into parenthood, but we talked about it often. Things were good. Until Lisa came back. When I told her about the engagement, she didn't say congratulations. She just asked, "Is he rich?" Still, my mother begged me to make her the maid of honor, so I did. At the bridal shower, she wore white. At the rehearsal dinner, she made the speech all about herself. At the wedding, she arrived late and flirted with the groomsmen like it was her party. But I stayed calm. I wanted peace. The first 2 years of marriage were blissful, until they weren't. Alex started working late. His phone was always face down. He changed his passwords. The intimacy faded. Once, I found a long, light brown hair on his jacket. Lisa has light brown hair, but still, I told myself, no, she wouldn't, she couldn't. Then came my 33rd birthday. My parents booked my favorite restaurant. I wore the blue sari Alex always loved. He said he'd meet us there, last-minute work call. When I arrived, Lisa wasn't there yet. She's always late, always making an entrance. And when she walked in, she wasn't alone. Alex walked in behind her. His hand touched the small of her back. They were laughing, too close, too familiar. They sat beside me like it was nothing. I stayed composed. Then dessert came. The waiter lit the candle. Everyone raised their glasses. That's when Lisa stood up. "I have an announcement," she said. "I'm pregnant." My mum gasped. My dad cheered. Then she smiled at me and added, "And the father is Alex." I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I smiled, and I said, "I've known for 3 months." Alex blinked. Lisa froze. "You should really change your passwords," I said. "Our anniversary date, really." I explained how I'd found their emails, hired a private investigator, collected photos, call logs, even receipts, like the bracelet Lisa claimed came from a client. Alex bought it. Then I reached into my purse and slid a paper across the table, a copy of Alex's vasectomy records. 2 years ago, I said, Sacred Heart Medical, March Madness weekend. I even brought him frozen peas. Lisa's face drained of all color. "You're lying," she whispered, but Alex didn't deny it because it was true. So if Lisa was pregnant, it wasn't by my husband. I stood up and I walked out of that restaurant, out of my marriage, out of Lisa's shadow. That night, I checked into a hotel. The next morning, I called my lawyer. I moved into a new apartment, painted the walls turquoise. Alex always hated turquoise. I took only what was mine, left everything else behind. Alex begged for forgiveness. Lisa cried, "I need my sister." And I told her the truth. You needed your sister before you slept with my husband. 1 year later, Lisa had the baby, a boy. His name is Ayan. DNA tests confirmed it. Alex wasn't the father. The real dad, a married pharmaceutical executive Lisa had been seeing before Alex. He left his wife and moved in with her. Lisa sent me a letter. She's in therapy, trying to change. She asked if I would be Ayan's godmother. I said yes, because some wounds heal in unexpected ways. Today, I'm thriving, promoted at work, healing, dating again. My co-worker Neil gave me a leather journal on my birthday. Inside the cover, he wrote, "Scars are proof we survived when we didn't think we could." And he was right. For the first time, I celebrated surrounded by people who loved me for me. No lies, no jealousy, no hidden agendas, just peace. If you've ever been betrayed by someone you trusted, someone you loved, know this: you're not broken, you're not weak, and you are definitely not alone. You can walk away, you can rebuild, you can turn heartbreak into strength, because healing, that's the real revenge.